How's it hanging, Rasmanites? I'm trying something new today. My webcam recently upgraded its software, and now it has the ability to go a full 16:9 720p widescreen setting, the same thing that I use on my Flip Ultra HD camcorder. So I'm trying out the webcam to see if it'll be a viable option for me to do videos on, because being able to use the headset mic, it will allow me to cut down on background noise. And any of you that are longtime watchers of my episodes know that my dog tends to create a lot of background noise for me. So we're going to give this a shot today and see how things turn out. And I'm going to be doing something today that I haven't done in a while, as you can probably tell by the title, and that is talk about wrestling, because I'm subscribed to a lot of people in the IWC, and this is one of the most annoying things that I'm seeing lately, is people saying that the Nexus is just like the NWO, and it's not. It's definitely not, in my opinion. So that's what we're going to talk about today on the Razman's Reality. Okay, so like I was saying, so many people in the internet wrestling community are saying that the Nexus is just like the NWO, and it irritates them. And I can see where you would bring in similarities. It's a faction that is dominating Monday Night Raw, and just like the NWO used to dominate WCW, Monday Nitro, and WCW Thunder, and all their pay-per-views back in the day. So I can understand where the similarities would come in. But I'm going to give you 3 solid reasons why I feel that the Nexus is nothing like the NWO, and they are definitely a unique concept that we have not seen before. Reason 1. The Nexus are rookies, and I know that this is an aspect that actually irritates some people, because some of us smart marks or intelligent wrestling fans, quote unquote, believe that a guy needs to pay his dues before he gets a major push. But in this case it works. It really works, because Nexus is coming from the television show NXT. And NXT is such a unique concept, something we never saw before this point in time in professional wrestling. And so it makes sense for these guys to band together and be a group the way they are. It really does. So I don't understand why people are complaining about Nexus, because it gives 7 guys, it should be 8, but don't get me started on the Daniel Bryan thing, or Bryan Danielson as most people know him. Don't get me started on that, because that's a whole nother video for a whole nother time. But yeah, as of the moment, it gives 7 guys a push instead of just 1 in Wade Barrett. So I like that aspect of it. So that is reason number 1 why Nexus is so different from the NWO, is because it's rookies. They came from a unique concept, and 7 guys are getting pushed instead of 3, which is what the NWO was with Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and Hulk Hogan. Reason number 2 is youth. Now I know that sounds like the same reason as reason number 1, but it's not. What I mean by youth is not the fact that they're rookies in the WWE, but because they are young, they're able to do a lot more in the ring. Every one of the Nexus members is athletic. They can pull off longer matches and longer movesets. That's why they are such a unique concept for a group, because you really don't see guys thrown into a faction at a young age. The only thing that I can really compare it to would be Evolution, where Triple H took Randy Orton and Batista under his wing, but that's only 2 guys. This entire group is a bunch of young guys, and they as of yet don't have a veteran leader. That may change, and depending on how they do it, it may actually be a good thing. But it's all a bunch of young guys just getting over on their own merit and doing their own thing. So youth is another big reason why the Nexus is not the NWO. And the third and final reason why Nexus is not the NWO is unity. And what I mean by that is the NWO was thrown together. The NWO came about because WCW wanted to sell the idea that Scott Hall and Kevin Nash may still be under contract to the WWF at the time. Because back then the internet wasn't as saturated as it is now, and we weren't privy to contract negotiations as much the way we are now. So for all we knew, Nash and Hall were still under contract to WWF, and these were WWF guys on WCW television wreaking havoc. And Hulk Hogan was thrown in there as a heel to give him a different character. His say your vitamins, or take your vitamins, say your prayers character. Sorry, I got that a little backwards there, but yeah, the take your vitamins, say your prayers, little kids hero Hulk Hogan had become so incredibly stale that he needed a new direction in his career. So the NWO was a concept that was kind of thrown together because it was believable that Hulk Hogan would be working with Scott Hall and Kevin Nash because they had a history working for the WWF, and they were able to sell that Hulk Hogan had been trying this long time sabotage for WCW ever since he came over. So that's why it's different than Nexus, because it was a planned out storyline where guys were thrown together. Nexus, for them, it's all about unity. Because let's face it, as cool as NXT is, some of the things that they do on NXT are really dumb and really stupid. The obstacle courses, the beer cake carrying, the fencing with the foam things, I don't even know what they're called, but the things that you used to see on the old American Gladiator television show. Those things are really gimmicky and stupid and not very fun to watch as a wrestling fan. So it made sense what Wade Barrett said way back when Nexus first started appearing on Raw and they were trying to get their contract, when he said that we decided long ago that we were going to have some fun on NXT and take advantage of the opportunity that NXT was giving us, but we were going to stay banded together as a unit. And it really, really works. The last few months on WWE programming have been so entertaining because you don't know what the Nexus is going to do. Now with the Team WWE match coming up at SummerSlam, you don't know what Team WWE is going to do. You don't know who's going to be on Team WWE side. You don't know who's going to be on the Nexus side. It's been a great storyline and a great thing for the WWE. So it is not a rehashing of the NWO. And you know what? NWO was not the first faction we ever saw. I mean, there was the Four Horsemen way before the NWO. There's been DX while NWO was going on. WWF countered with DX. So Nexus is not the first faction that we've ever seen, and I really don't understand why so many of the IWCers have a problem with Nexus. I think Nexus is great, and they're entertaining, and they're a good thing for the sport right now. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you all next time. And also, please do me a favor and let me know if the webcam worked, if the frames per second was too slow, if you heard too much breathing into the mic, because this mic doesn't have a foam protector around it, so when I do the audio blog, sometimes you can hear breathing, and I can't really cut those out because I'll be in the middle of words. So I really want to know if this is a viable option for me to do, so let me know that as well, in case I ever want to use a different camera from time to time by using this camera. And this is reality according to the Razman. And Razman style, it's not just a catchphrase, but a way of life.